Alright, we are on July 1940. It is turn number 9. And I'll give you a quick rundown. I have 2 combats I'm going to roll out on the battle board because they're quite interesting and I have no idea whether this is going to work out or be a total failure. Let's just take a look at Germany first. Germany's built another turn of 5 and 4 in the advanced artillery. They moved all their planes together over here. They've reinforced this a little bit with some infantry, anti-aircraft gun, whatnot. And they also moved 5 advanced artillery into here and then moved the motorized out so that they could drag 4 of these advanced artillery 2 spaces if need be. And that's about what happened there. There were a few convoys. The Germans lost a sub here, but did manage to take a buck. Failed in anything here. Took 4 bucks and then took 3 and 1 collectively. So that's 6 off of the British and 3 off the FEC. A little bit of a mixed bag here in Spain. They're basically chasing each other around in a circle here. We'll see what happens. Everybody failed the recruitment rolls. The Spanish last turn had attempted to attack and it hadn't worked out too well, so they retreated together, which is how. And the Russians had lend-leased that last turn. All right, what else is going on here? The Americans move forward. They move forward these 2 fast battleships and a fleet carrier on the build chart, and they built an infantry in New York. Let's see what else is going on. I haven't moved all the pieces off of here, so it's going to be a little bit. Let me zoom that in a little bit. There we go. So I haven't moved all the pieces, but it's going to be rather interesting. The infantry from Picardy is going to walk into Belgium, along with these 2 fighters, the medium bomber and the tactical bomber. And the strategic bomber is also going to attack. 2 Marines are going to walk across the narrow crossing in an amphibious assault. 2 Marines are going to be picked up in a transport, and these 2 infantry are going to get picked up as well. That's the British. Everything that can reach is going in there. There's also going to be 4 bombardments to match the guys on the transports. Alright, so that's that one. And the second one I have keyed up is the French are going to be bringing in their 4 fighters, their medium bomber, and a stack of infantry and artillery out of here. I hope to get 1 hit on those that smaller stack there. If I can hit it just once and retreat, we're laughing. Worst case scenario, if we fail, we just move everything that we have here into there. It can all reach, so we'll see what we do. Or we have other stuff in Picardy if it's very successful for the British that can reinforce down there as well. We'll have to just see what happens, or into Belgium hopefully. We'll see what happens. I'll roll that out in a bit. I'm just going to go over everything else we got going on. Russia has attacked Iraq and taken Iraq. Russia built a fighter and a tactical and upgraded the factory here because, let me turn that up a little bit. They upgraded the factory over here because the Japanese have been getting rather aggressive, and as you can see here, the fleet, everything that's over here has actually moved down here. I haven't bothered with a card because it's easy enough for me to remember. These units are not there. They've transported some units to here. We successfully defeated this stack here with some planes that had to land over here. We had a couple of units walk in from here to there. All this stuff here, well, minus 3 in this stack did not, or 4 in that stack didn't walk in there, but 4 came from the island, and everything else came and attacked here, and I mean everything that could reach. And then yeah, they built 4 more Marines, and and 2 light tanks, one here and one there. So we'll see what happens here. FEC are starting to build up pretty good. They've got a ring of Gurkhas, they got a tank, they got 6 infantry here, they've got 2 Gurkhas, 2 infantry, 2 militia here. They're doing all right. Australia's starting to stack itself up a little bit here too. It's got 2 fighters along with a stack of 5 infantry, motorized artillery, and that's about it. So we're just going to roll those actually, I'll go over this here first. No, we'll roll this first. The American, or all my tech rolls and whatnot have been completed, so let's aim that down a little bit. There we go. Hopefully we can catch that all. Okay, so I only got these 5 stacks of units here, and the British are bringing everything they got. So let's see what happens. There, you can still see everything. Perfect. So the British are going to do a bombardment. They've got 1 battleship at 4. They've got 2 a battle cruiser and a coastal defense ship at 3. They both miss. And a heavy cruiser at 2. That also missed. Alright, so none of these hit. Unfortunate for the British. That would have been handy to get a first strike hit. Now, let's start with the high hitters first. We'll do the tactical at 7. Well, that's a hit at 7. The medium bomber at 7 is another hit at 7. 2 fighters at 6. Misses. Alright, this is where it's going to get complicated. 2, 4, 6 amphibious assault units at 2. No hits. This could be a long one. 6 land units at 2. No hits. And I've got 3 more land infantry at 2. I may have an issue. I should be firing my artillery, and nothing's getting hits though, so I don't think it's going to matter. I should have fired my first strikes first. And then I got a strategic bomber, carpet bombing, 3 at 2. That got a hit, so that's 3 hits by the British. Now, I'm going to say I'm going to lose these 3 units. An anti-aircraft gun and 2 regular artillery for my hits, but let's see, we have the anti-aircraft gun 3 at 3, and we got 1 plane hit, so I'm just going to put that up here so I remember I need to take a plane off. Now I should have 2 first strikes, but nobody hit me. Okay, I did get 1 hit. And then I have 4 more advanced artillery at 4. That is 3 more hits. That's 4 hits. I'm not sure what I'm going to do here. How many infantry do I have? That's 6, 7, 8, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Infantry at 4. That's a 1. That's another one. This is not working out. I think the British are getting diced here. And then I have 4 tanks at 5. Yeah, the British are definitely getting diced right now. So I think they're going to retreat if they have anything left. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 hits on the British and a plane. So let's see what the British have left. I have a feeling they might not stick around. Alright, so they have to lose their amphibious assault units. This one counts as a double casualty, so that's 2, 4, 5. We'll take, which plane do you lose? This one's more, this one's cheaper to replace. Right here, I'm building the fighter this turn anyway. So the fighter is 1, 4, 5. And I got 4 more to go, so we'll just lose these. The amphibious assault is over. Alright, wow. I don't know if you can, there you couldn't quite see this. So, in that round we had 3 German losses, and we had 6 infantry, 4 Marines, and a fighter lost. 2 of these infantry were on a double casualty because it was the first round and I only had 4 Marines. Yeah, so the British are probably going to retreat, and they're going to move these. I can't believe I rolled so bad. These British 6th Infantry are going to retreat back to Picardy, and the planes will all retreat to either the Alright, so what I have left is 6 infantry in Picardy. I've lost 3 out of there, plus these 2 and these 4. The Germans lost this and this, and we also lost the fighter. We're going to have the fighter and the tactical land in the fleet, and the medium bomber and the strat bomber land back over here. So that was rather unfortunately unsuccessful. I don't know if I dare do my French when I have set up, but I had it set up and we got diced pretty bad this one. I'm fingers crossed not going to get diced twice in a row. So yeah. Oh no, I took 6 off. Yep. Alright, yeah, so that's round 1 on my table. I've got round 2 set up. I'm not liking my odds. I didn't realize there was a river there until after I'd already set it up. But there's a lot less units. There's only 5 and 4. So we should be able to get it with the stacks we've got brought in here. So let's find out. So we've got 5 advanced artillery, first strike by the Germans in defense. And they're at 4, and we've got 2 hits. So these guys don't get to shoot back. They're just gone, 2 of them. That's kind of brutal. I didn't bring everybody, so no, I did. Alright, and 2 first strike by the French at 3. Those failed. Okay. So the first strikes have been removed. Now we're going to roll for the French. We have 4 fighters at 6. And that's 2 hits. Even if I can get 1 good round, I'll be happy. 1 medium bomber at 7. That's a miss. Alright, 2 artillery supported at 2. They failed because I'm crossing a river, of course. And then I have 10, so we'll just do 5 days. 5 at 1. That's 2, 3 ones. Who knew? I don't see that every day. I'm not going to complain, especially after how the last battle rolled out. And then 5 more at 1. Alright, that's probably enough. So that's 2, 4, 5. So that's 4 motorized and 1 advanced artillery dead. Yeah, we might just keep... I don't know if we want to move everything in there, so we might call our quits at the end of this round. We'll see. The advanced artillery I've already rolled, so we just need to roll the 4 motorized infantry. And then the round 1 is done. So what do we get at 4? 1 hit. Yeah. Now if you're the French, you keep going. Do you really want to take this place? Or do you just want to whittle off the units? Because we've managed to whittle off 5 units. I mean, we could take the other 4, but then we're going to be stuck out of position. Probably better to retreat and stay in position, having known that we've successfully taken off 5 units that can't attack us next turn, and only lost 3 of our own. Alright, so the French lose 3 of these, and everything else stays the same. We'll leave the fighters there. We'll put 3 fighters here, I think. Oh no. We'll have 3 fighters here because we're going to leave 2 behind there, but I'm building 1. We're also going to move this stack of infantry, at least the stack of 3 in here to replace our losses. And these guys are gone. So that replaces our losses. This guy's still behind in my hand. And then they're going to build 4 more in here. So we'll have 3 fighters for the French in Paris and 2 fighters down there. And just to be on the safe side, we can... I don't think anybody's going to come that way. We're going to, just to be on the safe side, rail this guy up to the top. And this guy can go to the middle. Or the capital. You know what? Let's capital these guys. These are 2 rather substantial stacks. So, all right. Oh, and I got to lose one of these guys too. There we go. Because they're now 4 instead of 5. All right. We'll see what happens. I can't believe how well I rolled the first one, and the second one rolled about what you'd expect. All right. So that's all they got left there. Nobody changed hands, but a lot of units got shuffled on and off the board. All right, let's go rip over and take a peek here. By the way, the Americans got robbed again. They rolled a 2. And the Russians just are like winning the lottery because they rolled a 9 for their income increase. Let me back you up a little bit here. Tech's getting a little bit busy, but that's always what you expect when you can roll 1 for each factory. So what happened? Wartime economy, that happened. I don't even know what's new anymore. There's so many things that I'm rolling every turn. And sometimes I only roll 1 or 2, or I miss like 4 in a row and get 1 out of 5 that I'm rolling for like the Russians. So it's confusing. I'm not sure exactly what I have, but if you're interested, it's here on the screen. Now we're going to jump over to the income sheet. I just got to walk around my table for that. And I'd rather not take you for a ride because you'll get all messed up dizzy for no reason. All right, where are we here? All right, so incomes. KMT got smacked. They're down to only Yunnan. The CCP has Xinjiang, but it's got no point value, so they got no income, although they do have 2 saved up from their bonus, which they'll collect next turn if they still have that. Australia has done no change, no change to these guys. Italy, no change. France, these guys go up to, they were at 18 last time. No, they've gone up to a whole whopping 20. I just can't win with these guys, and these guys in 2 rounds, they've got a 9 and a 7, and these guys are 1 and a 2. It's the luck of the draw, I guess. Japan's jumped up to 31. Germany's barely squeaking it out at 29, and it's a rough go. They actually got Lend-Lease $2 from the Japanese this turn. It's probably good that somebody's going to do something. And Britain's doing pretty good at 26. So, like I said, this is a weird match. Normally, you don't get to a point like this. I'm not sure if Germany's going to have enough oomph to attack next turn, or if we're just going to have this like a World War I-ish attack for 1 round and retreat like a border clash. We'll see. There's a lot of units there that can scramble and everything on both sides. And Germany didn't scramble, because if Germany scrambles, it loses its stock of planes, which is equivalent to the French or the British, not both. So if they lose all of their planes, they're going to be screwed in the next match. All right, and yes, that was July 1940. Now the next turn will be January 1940. So we have successfully completed turn number 9, and Germany still doesn't have France. Doesn't have a piece of France. Not anywhere.